It's raining, but there ain't a cloud in the sky. Must have been a tear from your eye. Everything'll be okay. And I'm waiting, waiting on a sunny day. Gonna chase the clouds away. Waiting on a sunny day.
This is the guitar lesson for Waitin' on a Sunny Day from Bruce Springsteen, the boss, from GuitarMadeEZ.com. This is a special request lesson to Kevin Kohler. Kevin, you sound like a big fan of the boss, man. I like it. So this one goes out to you, buddy. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is make sure that your guitar is in standard E tuning. And there's only 4 parts you got to know for this song. It's really an easy song. First, let's talk about the strumming pattern. The strumming pattern for the entire song is this. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. If that's too complicated for you, you'll get by just fine by going down, up, down, up, down, up over and over again. What I'm talking about is this guy. Now the entire song follows a very simple chord progression, which goes C, A minor, F, C, G. When we put our strumming pattern to that chord progression, it should sound like this. Now that's almost the entire song like I told you, but there are a couple key changes which basically all that means is it's a new chord progression. There's 2 of those, and there's one in the middle and there's one at the end. It's when you hear the saxophone come in for the saxophone solos, that's where the key changes. Now for the first key change, which is about halfway through the song, it's almost the same as the primary chord progression, but it's based in a different key. And that chord progression for that first key change is this. It goes D, B minor, G, D, A, then it goes, and we hold that E, it's an E chord, and then it goes G, and then it goes. You build up by strumming the G a bunch of times, and then you go back into the verse. And then you go back into the verse, which I showed you a minute ago. The C, A minor, F, C, G. Alright guys, we're getting through this one. We're almost done. Now, the last key change is where the saxophone comes in the very end of the song. And that chord progression for that key change is this. It goes A, F sharp minor, D, then back to A, then we go to a B major chord. We play through that twice, and then we end the song on E. Now one last thing I want to show you is it's almost like a lead musical riff throughout the entire song. It almost sounds like a synthesizer. It goes like this. So I've kind of transposed it to guitar, so if you have a buddy in the room that has a guitar as well, he can play it while you strum through the song. Or you can play it and he can strum through the rhythm guitar parts, whatever you want to do. So how I play it is like this. So what I was doing there, the entire riff is based off of the D and the G string. Those are the only strings I'm playing. What I do is I take my middle finger and I put that on the 5th fret on the D string, my ring finger on the 5th fret on the G string, pointer finger on the 4th fret on the G string. And what I want to do is I want to strum both strings at the same time. And then I take my ring finger off the strings. Then I put it back on. And now I'm going to put my ring finger, I'm going to keep it on the 5th fret on the G string, and then I take my pointer finger, put that on the 3rd fret on the D string, and I'm going to slide up 2 frets. And I'm going to pluck it a couple of times. I'm plucking both strings, mind you. So I'm on the 3rd and 5th fret, pointer finger on the D string, my ring finger on the G string, slide up 2 frets to the 5th and 7th fret. And now I'm going to go. So I'm going to keep on plucking both strings at the same time. Whenever I pluck, I first have my ring finger on that 7th fret, pluck it once, take it off. Then I put my ring finger on the 7th fret on the D string, and then I take it off. Alright, you play through that 3 times, and then for the very last part, you do the same first part of the last part I showed you. So you do this again. You basically take your middle finger, put that on the 5th fret on the D string, pointer finger on the 4th fret on the G string, ring finger on the 5th fret on the G string, and you go. And instead of sliding up, we're just going to take our ring finger off the strings again. We're going to go. Then I pluck it 2 times, and then I'm going to take my pinky and I'm going to put that up on the 7th fret on the G string. Then my ring finger is going to go on the 5th fret on the G string. And then I'm going to take my ring finger off. And that's it. All together, it sounds like this. Alright, Kevin. I hope you liked it. I hope you can have fun with it. Upload a cover. I'd love to see you trying to sing along with this one and rocking it out. So, last but not least, guys, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Help me out, guys. I need all the subscribers I can get. Plus, it notifies you when I upload new lessons like this. And if you send me a request, this is how you find out that I did your request. So make sure to subscribe. And also make sure to download my top secret guitar tips. The link is up at the top, the little exclamation point. These tips I've put together just for you. This is how you live and rock like a rock star, guys. You got to follow these tips. They're great. You got to really incorporate these tips and tricks into your everyday life, and it will make you better at guitar, I promise you. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next lesson.